we have found the ultimate truck gun.
Damn,
You have to slam it. The ultimate truck gun.
Okay, we're back. I'm Matt Smith. I'm here with Tim Kennedy. We're talking about truck guns. What is a truck gun? A truck gun is a gun that brings more heat than a pistol. When you need something more than a pistol, but can be put in a compact configuration that I can fit neatly in a vehicle where it's not bouncing around the cab. I can get to it fast when I want to, extend it out so that it's a full service rifle, so I can bring way more heat than I can with a pistol, but it's still nice and compact. It's something that can fit in the truck. It's not unwieldy or too long to manage in and around your vehicle.
Have you seen that scene in John Wick when he throws his jacket back
Yes.
and he pulls out his gun?
Yes.
Like it's slow-mo,
Yeah.
and everything changes from that moment. He's not using that little concealable compact gun anymore.
Yeah.
He's got the John Wick full battle rattle gun.
That's right.
And people are just like falling. That's what it feels like to me when I'm going from that like EDC gun to like this comes out of the back of the truck.
Uh-huh.
The whole entire game has just changed.
Yep, you're about to find out.
Yeah, you messed around, and now you're gonna get the business end of people that do this for a living and have been prepared for a moment such as this to be able to protect and preserve human life. When we look at case studies, we can go back in time to the North Hollywood shootout. Criminals run around in body armor. I think it was one of the very first instances where we got a snapshot of what would then, like that was the foreshadowing of trying to protect people in the future. You got guys in body armor with rifle caliber weapons, and those firearms they have standoff from law enforcement. Law enforcement couldn't get close enough. Their pistol rounds just weren't doing anything to that three of body armor.
Yeah, go back and watch that video. Look at that video. Some of those officers were still carrying revolvers. That's how long ago that was. A lot of those were LA cops, and they were still packing revolvers.
Freaking wheel guns.
These guys were coming at them with AKs, fully juggernauted out, so they had met their match for sure.
Fast forward 15 years where the disgusting disease that has been the active shooter, where people are trying to up the next person. They're doing research. They're wearing body armor, fully kitted out, and they're using real equipment. So if we're doing a threat assessment and we're looking now at like what is the new threat, the new threat has body armor. The new threat is using a rifle. So you are just going to be outmatched, outgunned if you think that you're going to be pulling up with your little subcompact that you have appendix carry. Maybe you got an extra magazine. Like, good luck, man. Instead, pull over the car. You're hearing people running out of a mall, and there's screams and there's gunfire. And you pull your car over, you fold that seat back, you pull that Noble Defender rack off, and you pull your weapon out. Dude, we're off to the races. It's game on. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to start on this spectrum of what we have here. We just have 5 different firearms, but going from like a regular pistol, even a full-size pistol, to me does not fall into like the truck gun category.
No.
So this is the Flux Legion. This is a pistol, 60 rounds. Obviously it has a brace, it has a non-reciprocating red dot. This is the smallest version. And then on the far opposite end of that spectrum of truck gun is gonna be this kind of 5.56 Scar, or this SIG MCX Spear. That's in 7.62x3.9, and this is in 5.56. Both of them with magnified optics. And then in between those two, we have a proper pistol caliber carbine, which is the MPX. And then right here, we have on the cheapest end of the spectrum right here, even though it's suppressed, it is a short barrel rifle. We have a 300 Blk Out with a more inexpensive optic, kind of these 5 guns, I think, very accurately give you a spectrum of what you would consider a legitimate truck gun.
Yeah, you can definitely go all the way from blue collar options all the way up to designer systems here.
Got a Delta Point Pro red dot sitting on top of a suppressed MPX.
Me likey. Yeah, I like this.
Is right. This thing is just super, in Matt's words, swoopy.
It is swoopy.
It is quiet. It is fast. It is accurate. But that is 9mm. Would I rather have 300 Blk Out or 7.62x3.9 or 5.56 as my truck gun? Does a pistol caliber even qualify as a truck gun?
I think so.
I don't know. I mean, I'm going to draw the
Pistol,
line
no,
saying,
but pistol caliber, yeah, maybe sometimes. But the nice thing about that vice of pistol is, like you said on that one, non-reciprocating sight. So I can hold that thing on target all day. If it's braced up, I can get insanely tight shot groups with it. That's the beauty of them.
Yeah.
They're compact, so working from behind cover, very easy, and then get multiple people behind cover because I don't have to have a lot of standoff. That's the beauty of these things. And nowadays, what they're doing, like the accuracy of the PCCs is just going up, up, up. The reliability is going up, up, up. So these days, it's hard to discount PCCs. I mean, they're right in there. They're in the fight for sure.
All right. Well, I think what we got to do is put a few of these through the tests and figure out which ones we like and why. SIG Flux Raider. So this bad boy is a ton of fun. Pros, it's highly compact, it's maneuverable. You have this 60 round integrated total capacity between two 30 round magazines. They have a quick reloading system where one button, you're able to change both magazines instantly with the push of one button. It's pretty incredible. You know, there are cons to running a pistol caliber. Obviously range is the biggest. You have it is literally a pistol, not a short barreled rifle or a pistol caliber. It is a pistol. So you have that shortened barrel. You have ultimately a 9mm, whether you're going to be running that 115 grain or 135. It's going to be a slower bullet that doesn't carry as much energy. Those are the cons, but overall, man, what a rad weapon here. SIG MPX, been around for a while, so there's exceptional reliability, the smooth operation. It's this gas-operated short stroke piston system that's been battle tested. Even though it's a different operating system, being the short stroke piston, it is very similar in how it operates compared to a AR. It's very compact. It's lightweight. That enhanced maneuverability, being in confined spaces, like a vehicle, under a vehicle, around a vehicle, or that CQB. Some of the cons: it is expensive. It's you are getting what you pay for here. You can buy once and be happy, or you can buy something cheaper and try to improve. But it is an expensive start, and it's still a 9mm, so you still have that pistol caliber. The drawbacks to the range and energy is concerning for some people in CQB situations. 300 Blk Out SBR. What a great bullet. The versatility, the ammo choice, it's suitable for subsonic, supersonic, out in range, lots of energy. Military started adopting it for some close quarter. It's just a dynamite powerhouse. That compact size of that short barrel rifle, but with a rifle caliber. Now we start moving into being able to reach out and touch somebody, but also having all of the benefits of a heavy bullet that carries a ton of energy. Again, this isn't going to go far. We're not talking 400 or 500 meters. This is still very much truck gun-esque. Some cons. Noise and blast is significant without a suppressor. I don't know anyone. That bullet was designed for suppressor. I don't know anyone that runs it without a suppressor. If you are going to run a short barrel rifle, going through the ATF, pain, waiting for it to be approved, that has been expedited, but it's still a hassle. And then to fully utilize the potential of the subsonic ammunition, a suppressor is a must. So that's another set of paperwork that you have to go through the ATF to get approved. So you get your short barrel rifle and you have your suppressor. Yeah, it's just a lot. Is that too much compared to just grabbing a pistol or a pistol caliber or something with a pistol brace? That's up to you. All right, and the SCAR. So this SCAR Light, the SCAR P, SCAR 15P according to FN, pros, highly reliable. This bad boy has been seen in competition. SOCOM had contracts for the SCAR. You've seen Iraq, you've seen Afghanistan. The ergonomics and balance is
is proven and loved, and it has an entire following. The SCAR audience is somebody that is dedicated, unwavering, and non-negotiable in that it being the superior weapon. The 5.56, we now have so much data on the performance of that bullet, the energy of that bullet, the effectiveness of that bullet. It without a doubt is the most reliable battle caliber that exists. 5.56, when it comes to ranges, huge superior position and standoff compared to pistol caliber. So, whether you're going to be shooting the Flux or any pistol caliber rifle, when you immediately introduce that 5.56, you're talking easy ranges of 600, 700, 800 meters. Some cons: this is the most expensive of what we have here. It's more expensive than most rifles. It is, and it's expensive for a reason. It is a great system. It is a great gun, and it has proven itself to be, I think their slogan is battle proven or battle tested, which it is, and it has been. Another drawback is the weight. It is heavy. It's a cumbersome weapon. It does reduce recoil, but pros and cons. This is just another awesome option. The SIG MCX Spear. Man, this is a great gun. This is so much fun. It's so much fun to shoot. It's so fast. It's lightweight, designed for agility, fast handling. This is the weapon of the military. It is the current rifle for the individual soldier. It's also a similar operating system for the machine gun. It is, when I say battle tested, like this is proven to be and selected to be the thing that's going to be winning our future wars. There's some advanced recoil mitigation. Just the design is so intentional. Nobody's doing it better than SIG right now. So this MCX is not just a blast and fun to shoot, but it is packed with power. It has all the ambidextrous controls, and it still feels like an AR. So like all the controls that you're used to, you're from your magazine release to your slide release, everything is where it's seemingly supposed to be. Some of the cons: it's the second most expensive, and the ones that we reviewed here, that takes note. I realize not everybody's going to come out of pocket to get an MCX or to get that SCAR. Is this more than is needed for a truck? Here in Texas, absolutely not. If you do you need that MCX if you're in a city or you're in the suburbs? Maybe not. But I'll tell you what, there's something lovely about this being in the back of my truck now.
All right, a big consideration, Matt talked about cost effectiveness, is energy, velocity, range. With that, with grain and velocity, you're gonna get kind of energy. So from left to right here, we have a pistol caliber carbine. This is the MPX. This is shooting a 135 grain 9mm bullet, right? While it's 135 grain, it's a low velocity bullet in comparison to the 5.56, 7.62x39 or the 300 Blk Out. As you kind of go up here, whether you're shooting like the regular ball 55 grain up to, kind of like the fancy SOCOM bullets, so 77 grain hollow points or something, to the 140 grain 7.62x39 to the 150 grain 300 Blk Out. Velocity here, big difference from the 300 Blk Out to the 5.56. One of the things that we know is that fast velocity, the way that exchanges energy into the things that you're shooting, has a pretty dramatic and lethal effect. Range, with that velocity and the grain, you kind of get stability, which gives us the flatter arc where you can have a further range. This 5.56 and the 7.62x39, this 300 Blk Out, are going to have far superior range to the 9mm. 5.56, 7.62x39 will have a better velocity than the 300 Blk Out. 300 Blk Out at a closer range is going to have a heavier bullet that is going to have plenty of energy to do the so like kind of depends on what you're doing and where you're going and what kind of business you're getting into. Some of these are battle proven, right? Like 7.62x39, that bullet, whether it's a 123 grain bullet all the way up to the 140 grain bullet, that thing has been proven in how many different wars for how long? Like it's battle tested. To the 5.56, you know, that 223, that 5.56 bullet, 55 grain, 77 grain in that spectrum, that is a crazy fast bullet. Got plenty of range. Like this little bullet right here, this thing does just fine. This is just a little 55 grain ball, absolutely a lethal bullet, and it will go forever. You know, and then 7.62x3.9, no, you're not going to have the same range as this 5.56. I'm not talking about getting into even the 6.8x5.1, the new hybrid bullets that are going to be shooting out to 1,300 meters. That's going to be a game changer. But now it's like, okay, in conclusion, what is the best weapon? What is the best firearm for your truck gun?
So ultimately, it comes down to what we in the military refer to as MET-TC, which means there's a lot of factors. All those factors that we discussed when we were at the back of the truck there, where you live. Tim made a good point. Like if you live in downtown Austin versus where we are now in Burnet or Bertram, Texas, that's only 45 minutes away, but vastly different on the spectrum of the type of reach that you would need. Of the options here, there's none of these guns that I dislike. They're all fantastic guns, but to be honest, my favorite, I can't take my eyes off that freaking Flux. I think it's just a hot weapon. It's hot, it's new. I'm a victim of the new hotness. That thing is sexy. Behind that, I think a close second for me is like a 300 Blk Out. A suppressed 300 Blk Out truck gun to me, that's kind of what 300 Blk Out was made for. That's what I love it for. It's the all-purpose kind of truck gun round. That's what I think it's best for. So that's probably the one I would pick.
That's a tough decision.
It is a tough decision.
It's a tough decision. Like there's not a wrong answer here. And I think as you start, I think you have to sit down for a second and look at your life, look at the pattern of your life, look at do somewhat of a threat assessment of the area.
For sure.
And also like look at trends of who are the bad guys, what have they been using? Do I need something that's going to get through body armor? Do I need something that is going to be able to shoot through somebody hiding behind cover? All of like those questions are going to really be determined about where you live and what is your pattern of life. For me, in my pattern of life, I want a rifle caliber. I'm going to take the 300 Blk Out of the picture. I'm going to take the 9mm out of the picture. I'm going to be left with like a 7.62x3.9 or 5.56. I am going to be transitioning to 6.8x5.1. I want that increased chamber pressure. I want that increased velocity. I want that increased energy. Yeah. I know we're like knocking on the door to it. We already have it in the military, and having like seeing that where I have to go to a range now and change the entire range, my left and right limits and my impact area, the wildness that is that bullet is what I'm going to beat you. But for right now, I'm going to be somewhere around, you know, this MCX Spear, whether it's in 5.56 or it's in 7.62x3.9. You know, that Scar P that's just ready to like get going.
This is like the Scar. There's no denying. Come on, man. This is every Call of Duty player's wet dream to hold and handle one of these things, and it is as badass as they make it out to be. I like them Svelvy, so I pick you know, the Flux and the 300 Blk Out. He likes the longer reach. Obviously, I'm correct.
Well, man, if we want to know what you think. I don't think there's a single right answer. I do know that Matt is wrong, so I want you to help me tell him that he's wrong. But if you want us to talk about an idea, whether it's penetration, it's energy transference, if you want a caliber selection for CQB, if I'm shooting through drywall, if I'm shooting through a door, if I'm shooting through a window, just drop your questions in the comments below. And man, we are open for a dialogue and a debate as long as we are not like dunking on anybody and we're being nice about it. Have like civil discourse, celebrate freedom, celebrate our right to the Second Amendment. But let's ask some questions and determine what is the ultimate truck gun, because we want to know. And please subscribe and follow and like.
I can bring the heat, put this thing in. Damn it. This thing is whooping my ass. Let's do it again.